who could be headed to Washington? I'll explain what I mean after the stinger. It's Felix Sharp at Sharp Review on Twitter for CampusToCan.com. I hope you love the content that we're putting out. We're an independent brand. It's just you and I. We're trying to grow this thing. And I've got this ridiculous goal to get to 3,000 subscribers before the end of the year. We've got, 18, 19 more days? Help us get there. Help us get to 3,000 subscribers. Hit the subscribe button and like the video if you are a Washington Huskies fan. Now, I know this video is going to reach a lot of people who haven't followed our content. I've been a fan of Michael Penix Jr. since his time at Indiana and have followed he and Kalen DeBoer since that time. Big fan of Kalen DeBoer. I think that he should be considered right up there with Steve Sarkisian and Lincoln Riley as far as quarterback development because of his last two guys in Penix, who I've mentioned, and then Jake Haener. People don't remember or don't realize that Kalen DeBoer was Jake Haener's offensive coordinator there at Fresno State. The news that broke yesterday was that Dylan Morris has entered the transfer portal. Dylan Morris has been there since before Kalen DeBoer's time, has entered the transfer portal. And that's where things get interesting for me because according to my calculations, next man up would or should be Folsom quarterback Austin Mack. Now, Folsom has been in the news here recently because it's the same high school that Jake Browning went to. Jake Browning, of course, having success with the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, Austin Mack reclassified from 2024 to 2023 to enroll last year. He should have been enrolling this upcoming season, but he enrolled last year, and so he's gotten into the offense, gotten the playbook, et cetera, et cetera. But again, he should be a senior in high school, but he's on Washington's roster. I wonder if it's going to be him next, or I don't know, there is another quarterback that played in Washington that's in the transfer portal right now that could be an interesting pairing with Kalen DeBoer. As a matter of fact, that quarterback, Cam Ward, who I didn't say, his skill set is very similar to Jake Haener. I think he's Jake Haener with some additional arm strength. Now, Jake Haener has the moxie and intangibles, et cetera, but I think it's going to be interesting to see. Another player that I would keep an eye on is Notre Dame wide receiver Rico Flores Jr. Rico Flores Jr. also went to Folsom, also played with Austin Mack last year, and he is in the transfer portal. Now, considering what Washington had one of the best wide receiver corps in the country this year, probably the best, even better than Ohio State or LSU with Jalen Polk, Jalen McMillan when he was healthy, and Rome Odunze. Rome Odunze most likely to the NFL. Jalen McMillan I could see staying because he had the injuries this year. And then Jalen Polk, that's a toss-up. Even behind those three, Jeremy Bernard, transfer from Michigan State from the Las Vegas area, who's transferred to Washington. He's an excellent wide receiver in his own right. And I'm wondering if we could see Rico Flores Jr. enter this wide receiver room because of the vertical explosive offense that they have and his familiarity with Austin Mack. That's what I think. This Dylan Morris news, him entering the transfer portal, makes it very, very interesting to me because if I am a quarterback out there, there are few systems that I would want to play in outside of Washington, period. I mean, you're talking about Steve Sarkisian, Lincoln Riley, Kalen DeBoer, right there. That's where I would want to play. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is it going to be Austin Mack or is it going to be a transfer quarterback? And are you crossing your fingers? Are you saying, hey, maybe we could get Rico Flores Jr. added to this wide receiver core? Let me know in the comments and go ahead. If you haven't already, like this video, subscribe to the channel. Peace.